Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday to everyone out there. Welcome to the Chainmovers podcast. As usual, I'll be your host, Chad, and with me is my lovely co-host, Lacey.
Hi, everyone.
How are you today, Lace?
Good.
Just storming like a bastard out there again.
I had a reel all ready to go.
Snowing and blowing.
Yeah. It was that fun one. How close are you to losing your shit? And then it's that song. Every day, it's getting closer.
It just never ends.
It's ridiculous.
It never ends.
I went to town to pick up, we got some takeout for supper.
Happy Ukrainian Christmas, by the way.
Yeah, that's right.
For all our Dukabor viewers out there.
Yeah, it's Ukrainian Christmas today. Merry Christmas. What did you get me?
Nothing.
I didn't get you anything either.
Hopefully it fits.
It does.
Yeah, happy Ukrainian Christmas. I think a lot of people forgot.
Yeah.
You did.
I didn't, but I didn't have anything for you guys, so.
Huh. Tight budget this year.
No, it's just, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm just not prepared for anything.
No, you're not. You're really slipping.
Got a big birthday tomorrow. Not ready for it either.
Well, as ready as we're going to be.
Well, I was going to do some balloons maybe or something. It's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Haven't done that yet. Anyway, the weather's shit.
It is shit.
I'm angry.
Lace, we got a pile to get to today. Mm-hmm. A pile as we head into our last NFL regular season of the year, Lace.
It is sad.
So I want everyone to think back to those Thursday nighters that was like Jacksonville and Detroit. Mm-hmm. We're going to be begging for those.
Yeah, that's right.
In about 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm. It's truth.
Begging for them. Any kind of football.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into football withdrawal pretty soon.
Yeah. Sad.
It's very sad.
Like it kind of, first fantasy was over. For us, they didn't make playoffs.
Never really got going.
So that was the first, games don't mean as much then. And but now, so it was kind of tapered off and now it's just going to be gone.
Poof. And the season will disappear and we have to sit and wait until next September, well, this upcoming September, for the season to start again. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of you might wonder, since the NFL is such a large part of our program, what are we going to talk about? Well, just give us more time. There's still goings on in the NFL all year.
Right. Yeah.
Just not to the extent that we go into it. But we watch a lot of basketball. So we're going to be talking a lot of NBA.
Yeah.
A lot more NHL.
Yeah.
Diving deeper into hockey. So, no fear. Have no fear.
No worries.
We will be here.
I can talk a lot of nonsense, so.
A lot of bullshit. Talk out of our ass. Whatever. Okay, Lace, we got lots to get to. Let's get into it. The AB saga.
Yeah.
Continues. And boy, I feel foolish after our last show where I tried to give him a shred of the benefit of the doubt. AB is off the rails. And there is no other way to describe it. Called out Tom Brady today as a fake friend.
Oh, what?
He thinks Tom just liked him because he's a good football player. Which I think is crossing a massive line.
I agree. That's terrible.
Tom stuck his neck out there pretty far for AB.
Yep.
And that's thanks he gets. Not only did he say that, he wonders why he's paid less than Gronk and why he's always on an earn-it contract. Really, AB. You're going to sit there and wonder why teams are a little skeptical of signing you to a big deal. Like, come on, man. For real. This is what he's talking about. Why is Gronk making more money? The Bucs come out and have said they've requested that Antonio Brown go to an outside orthopedic specialist for this supposed ankle injury.
Oh, okay.
That prevented him from going back into the game against the Jets. 3 times now since Sunday. He's declined every time. No, not doing it. AB was at the Nets game. AB's on radio shows. AB's on podcasts. AB is doing what AB wanted out of this. Mm-hmm. And says he still wants to play.
I don't believe that. I can't believe that.
Not only. So let's go back to the night before the Jets game. AB brought in an OnlyFans model. Ava Louise is her name. This is the same young lady that was made famous by licking a toilet seat on an airplane for the COVID-19 challenge. I've never heard of this before. But supposedly that's what made her semi-half-ass famous. I don't know. Anyway, AB hooked up with this broad, brought her to the hotel, made a sex tape with her, said, I want you to release this tape. Now she's releasing the text conversations, which is pretty much the story as it unfolded. And then she proceeded to test herself for COVID-19 and tested positive the day of the game. So now she's on Instagram saying, Bucks, test your team, because she has COVID. Supposedly it came from AB. I don't know. This story is so beyond fucked that, and more just keeps coming out, right? It's like, okay, yeah. Everyone, note to self, don't give AB the benefit of the doubt, because he never deserves it.
Right.
And just burns every fucking bridge that he has ever looked at. Not even stepped foot on.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking loose cannon. I retract my comments from Wednesday's show. Sorry. I tried to give AB the benefit of the doubt. That was a huge mistake. I was very wrong on that scenario. And I firmly believe that he's off his fucking rocker.
And, so me and you have talked about it. And I feel like I actually feel sorry for him. There's something wrong. Something.
Yeah, his sense of reality doesn't match a lot of other people's sense of reality.
I think I do agree with those guys that were like, he needs to get help. I think he does.
So I was watching a clip that he was on this, I don't know what show it was. It was just like 4 guys sitting together. AB was one of the 4, so 3 other guys. And he's like, I want you to tell me who's better over there. A better football player than me. Well, Mike Evans is pretty good. Chris Godwin's pretty good. Gronk's pretty good. Fournette's pretty good. He's not better than AB, but I would argue Mike Evans is as good as AB.
Well, and yeah.
AB's really good, don't get me wrong. But
if you have to put up with the bullshit, though. And,
I don't know. Well, all these guys are just riding his nuts, right? They're, you're the best, AB. Well, probably because he agreed to come on your show, so now you'll pretty much... I don't need to say it, but you'll do whatever,
Yeah.
Because your show got instant ratings, right?
Oh, for sure.
So,
yeah.
You're bringing AB on these days.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to tune in.
Yeah.
So.
Watch the crazy.
Yeah, this saga just continues. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm sure there'll be more that comes out.
Oh, I'm sure
about it. The Bucks did officially release AB.
Oh, okay.
Today. So he cleared waivers. He's now free to be picked up.
Okay.
Talk already.
I figured.
Guess who would be first up thinking that...
I don't know.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I was going to say that, and I was like, no.
They lost Gallup with that ACL, right? The Cowboys love drama, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's guys that get out of jail one day and they're on the practice field the next day for the Cowboys, right?
Right.
They love that shit. Mm-hmm. So I could see that being a reality as bringing AB in as a rental.
Yeah.
The Chiefs. There's talk about the Chiefs. Now, and then they're like, oh, well, they have Josh Gordon. How many second chances has he got? Yeah, he just blows up his own career. He doesn't try and take everyone else with him. So guys are okay with that, right?
Right.
He's not a distraction to the team.
Right.
He just nukes his own career every year, every time he comes back. He stayed clean this time, but the NFL has also got lenient on marijuana usage in the league, right? So he's probably okay now, right? That was his only issue, as far as I know.
Like to smoke a little weed.
He couldn't stay away from the weed. Like, that's a serious addiction.
Yeah.
Like, how are you that addicted to weed? Come on. Like, seriously. I don't know, but yeah.
I was going to say something, now I forget.
Regardless, those are the two teams being thrown around that may have some
that's what I was
interest,
going to say.
But
What's the coach's name there?
where?
Kansas City.
Andy Reid?
Yeah. Okay, so Andy Reid, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name, but Andy Reid is kind of known to be a friend to the players, though. Right?
Yeah, that's kind of what worked him out of Philly.
Can you imagine he gets a guy like AB? Like, that's a disaster just waiting to happen. Like, he can't control good players.
You
like
imagine
players.
Brittany Mahomes' Twitter account
Oh my Lord.
once AB shows up.
Maybe this is a good idea.
That,
Maybe this
that
would
will
be entertaining.
implode the Chiefs.
This might be good. Maybe
AB will be banging Brittany Mahomes in no time. 2 days in. You watch. If he goes to fucking KC. It will... I'm convinced at this point now he will destroy any roster, any team. And we said, will he ever play another snap in the NFL? I said it'd be by his choice. I think Dallas is dumb enough to sign him.
Yeah.
I think they are dumb enough. And there's no Tom Brady there to keep him under wraps.
Right.
Tom almost did it for a full season.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
Yep.
But there is no Tom Brady there.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy ain't going to control him.
No, you're
Dak
right.
Prescott ain't going to control him.
Oh, God, no.
AB won't respect one guy on that roster because there's nobody on
Right.
that roster that's done anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be real bad, too.
Oh, it's going to be...
I feel better about McCarthy controlling him over...
Andy Reid?
Yeah.
It's going to be a fucking circus wherever he goes, if anyone signs him.
Yeah.
That's the real question. And if I was an NFL GM, I would say, fucking absolutely no way. Mm-hmm. No, not happening. And, yeah, I was wrong. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and that did not work. So, the deeper this goes, it's like an onion. You just keep peeling back the layers, and it's just getting stronger and stronger, right? And
I'm sure everybody tries to hide some of this stuff, though, too, right?
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, and you don't need a spotlight, more of a spotlight on your team throughout the season than you already have, right?
So now that it's breaking, and really, who's hiding anything now? There's nothing for anyone to protect at this point. He's gone.
You never know. You never know what else is out there, true. Right? So, but enough about AB Lace. Enough about that.
Yeah, now we're doing it.
Yeah, now we're talking about it, but we had to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's wildly entertaining, but sad. See a guy just nuke his career every chance he gets, right? I listened to his rap song the other day.
Oh, how is it?
It's fucking horrid.
Is it?
Oh, it's the worst.
And you don't mind rap, so.
Yeah, some rap I don't mind.
Yeah.
I got Junior to listen to it too. He's big into his rap.
Yeah, and?
No, wasn't feeling it.
No?
No. It's terrible. It's about 1.5 minutes long. It's awful. I don't like it, but I'm also an old man.
Well, but like you said, Ricky there, he likes it.
Ricky.
And he listed off quite a few professional athletes that are rappers.
Yep.
That he's checked them all out.
Dame Lillard.
Is that who he said was actually decent?
Yeah. Dame's pretty good.
So yeah, he's pretty good.
I don't know who else was on that list.
I don't remember.
Regardless, I'm sure we'll have more about this on Monday. We'll see where AB goes this weekend. Because fucking trouble follows. So I think he just creates his own trouble.
Oh, for sure, he does.
It's just unreal how someone can and wants to just nuke their career. I just don't understand it.
But like
I guess whatever. It's his choice.
Yeah.
Right?
But do you think that he's got issues?
Yeah, there's something going on. Yeah. There's something going on there.
I think so too.
But I don't know. Is it a classic case of He's always been so talented that there's never been any accountability and never any repercussions for the decisions and actions that he's made.
Right. Maybe there's been a lot more shit that was covered up for him.
You know,
we don't know.
Through high school, college,
right.
Whatever, right? Yeah. So, I guarantee you there's a lot more skeletons in that closet. So, okay, enough of that, Lacey. Next up, girls high school basketball coach was suspended for beating the opposing team 92-4.
Wow! What?
The coach got suspended for beating the other team so bad.
Where? What country?
USA. Sacred.
That sounds like a Canadian thing.
Sacred Heart beat Lyman Hall. I don't know where those schools are. It doesn't matter.
But the coach was suspended.
The coach was suspended for one game.
What was he supposed... Okay. If the score is that bad, obviously the other team is horrid. Or one team is very... Obviously there's a big discrepancy in talent here.
Clearly.
So unless he was going to start making... and is that any better? He starts making everyone shoot with their opposite hand? Or...
Well...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and at the end of the first quarter it was 30-4, and then it was 60-4, I think, at the half, or 65-2, or whatever it was. And they said, good on the guy for only putting up 92. Or, 92.
Yeah.
Could have been 130-4. So.
Yeah, what's he supposed to do?
I don't know. It's an absolute joke, but that is this
generation.
In a nutshell.
Yep.
Right there. Right? If you don't like getting beat 92-4, I guess you better work harder.
Right. You better get better.
A lot better. Or drop down a tier, or whatever the case may be.
Call the game at the half.
Yeah, we're done. You guys are way fucking better than this.
And they must have known this going into it.
This is just demoralizing.
Right.
So I think we're going to mail it in at the half, and we'll move on. No, they suspended the coach.
Wow.
Absolute joke.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it is a little more shocking than it happened in the States, to me. That seems like a very Canadian thing to do.
Yeah, States get pretty fucking soft, though, these days, too.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, I don't know I should figure out where Sacred Heart and Lyman Hall is. If I had to guess, I would guess it's on the West Coast, but I don't know that for sure. So,
well, what's the other school?
Lyman Hall.
Lyman?
Lyman. Yeah, I don't know where either one of them is, but yeah, whoever made the decision to suspend that coach, shame on you. And yeah, heaven forbid he coaches his team well, and the other coach maybe doesn't coach so well. So I thought that was the point of sports, but I don't know. Who fucking knows anymore?
Oh my.
Moving over, Lace. J.J. Watt designated to return from the IR.
Really?
Just in time for the playoffs, Lace.
Of course.
So that's good news for the Cardinals. If you're a Cards fan. I'm not, but yeah, J.J. Watt going to return.
Yeah, that's great news for them.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean...
kind of missed them.
Whatever. I think I've watched 2 Arizona games this year.
I don't know if I haven't watched a whole lot.
Well, the one against the Cowboys last week, we were smoking that tenderloin in the shop, and we had it on our phone, right? Me and Darren were watching on his phone.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched bits and pieces of it. But,
yeah.
And then the other one was the Green Bay game.
Oh,
for Devontae Adams. So,
yeah.
Those are the 2 Cards games I've watched this year. So, yeah. J.J. Watt set to return. Next up, Lace. Julius Randle, power forward for the Knicks, apologizes to Knicks fans for the thumbs down during the game last night. Now, this story goes a little bit deeper.
Okay, I hope so.
So, Knicks fans are turning into fucking Philly fans. They boo those Knicks constantly.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God. So it was in the third quarter. They're booing the Knicks.
Okay.
They played the Celtics last night. We're going to talk more about this game and the Celtics, but Yeah, so he hit a free throw, and then everyone started cheering for him. And he ran back going like this. And so at the end of the game, someone was interviewing him, and he said, and they said, what was that thumbs down about? He meant it was a shut the fuck up to all the fans. Because they're booing these guys constantly.
Right.
Right? And then, so in the fourth quarter, he hits a shot, and then they're chanting MVP. Same guy. Like, Knicks fans are just, you can't please them. Well, I guess you could win, right? But so regardless, the Knicks ended up coming back from down 25 to beat the Celtics last night. Evan Fournier hit a last-second three. He dropped 41 points on the Celtics last night, which I don't think really anyone seen coming. So, any idea where that is, Lace?
Where's M.A.?
Massachusetts.
I think that's where it is.
Boston.
I think so.
Or is it Maryland?
Well,
I don't know.
I can click on the map. I think because it's kind of hard, you put in Sacred Heart.
Yeah, there's probably a million of them.
Well, I've had a million in Canada, and I'm trying to find. Yeah, because they're close together, so I'm gonna say. So it's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, Boston-ish area.
Boston-ish. That's a big area. So it's somewhere in Massachusetts, but
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Regardless.
That actually shocks me even more. Yeah, I kind of agreed with you. I thought it was going to be
one of those pussy states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry, guys.
One of those Democrat-run states. Yeah. Okay. Julius Randle story over. Let's move over, Lace. Markieff Morris. So if you remember back, that was the third or fourth game of the season, maybe. Markieff Morris hard-fouled Nikola Jokic at like half court for no reason. Turned around. Jokic ran him from behind.
Yes, I remember this.
He's missed his 30th game since that's happened.
From that?
Supposedly. Okay? So,
Not that bad.
so he comes out today, he's like, when a 300-pound sloppy fat boy hits you from behind in the spine, you're going to miss some time too, but I'll be back soon. So this is the same dude that
brothers
Nikola Jokic's brothers came to the next game.
Right.
Said, don't let that happen again.
Right. I remember this.
So Markieff Morris wants a little Jokic smoke from the sounds of it. He better be careful. That's all I can say about that. So I wouldn't mess with a group of 3, 6 plus Serbians.
No, that just seems like
that weigh 280 plus each, and are brothers, and are probably willing to die for each other. So
right,
yeah. Markieff Morris,
he can keep his mouth shut.
You'd best keep your yap shut.
Like I understood, like when he first, in the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd spout off and not really think about it, but I would have thought he would have left there and been like, oh shit.
This is like 45 days later.
Yeah.
Right?
So, not smart.
That's what's going to happen to you, Markieff, and your brother, if you're not careful.
Right.
I don't know why these guys, don't get me wrong, I know there's some tough hoods and shit in the U.S. and whatever else. You're not getting bombed on a daily basis.
Or shot at.
Like Serbians.
Right.
Right? Like, you really think anything you've seen or gone through in the United States is similar to what those guys see in Serbia?
Right.
Growing up? Give your fucking head a shake.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
They probably seen people dying every day.
Yep.
Yeah. Basketball was his ticket out.
Yeah.
So.
And brought his brothers.
Unreal. No, I think they still live in Serbia.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think they flew in
just
for that game.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, because they're not at every game or anything like that.
Well, and I think family is very important.
Well, I think it's really all you got.
That's what
right?
I mean. Yeah,
so,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. They just came over. Wow. Oh, yikes.
Yeah, he'd have been pissing in his pants if he was in the same stadium. But I would have took that warning to heart.
Yep.
And I would move on past this.
Yeah, and it would never be brought up again.
But no, he wants to keep rehashing it. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah, those Serbian guys, they don't care.
No.
They don't care. They will beat you within an inch of your life or beat you to death. It does not matter to them. Mm-hmm. So, don't fuck around to find out, I guess, that's the
boy.
route we're going. So,
Crazy.
yeah, but 30 games he's missed already. I can't see
Me neither.
it being from that. He's probably playing it up quite a bit.
Oh, for sure.
Or he's too scared to come out in the public now. I don't know. But regardless. Okay, Lace, moving over. A dad at a middle school basketball game.
Why are people so dumb? I don't even know what this story's about.
Charged with assault on a 72-year-old ref at a middle school basketball game.
Where is this?
Washington State.
The world needs so much help.
So it's at the end of the game. It was getting kind of chippy. I don't know if it was a blowout or what the story was. There was a green team and there was a white team. They might be from the same school. I don't know. Middle school, sometimes you got
that's right. Intramural kind of shit going on.
Yeah. So, final buzzer goes. Refs, just kind of walking towards center court. Then a little bit of chippiness breaks out. There's some boys pushing or whatever. And so he goes to break it up. This dude's 6'6",
the dad,
220. Ref, 72 years old. He's trying to break up this fight. This guy comes in and just fucking hammers him from behind. What purpose? I don't know.
Did you see this?
Yes, I've seen a video clip. I'll put it on our Twitter.
So...
just rocks him.
Like, was the ref, pushing kids, or...
No, he's just trying to break it up.
Yeah.
It was really nothing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking middle school.
Like grade 6 and 7 kids. It's not a full-out brawl, right? They're kind of pushing and whatever else, right? But...
really?
Yeah. Yeah, charged with assault.
Good.
Throw that motherfucker in jail.
I was just going to say that.
He obviously has a screw loose.
Yeah.
So...
or, anger management. Something serious needs to happen.
So, I mean, it's really interesting, and it was an old clip, and it was some college coach. And he's like, do you think that these guys reffing middle school basketball and peewee football wake up on Sunday morning thinking, I'm going to screw this other team and make $25 while I do it? Do you legitimately believe that's what these people are thinking when they wake up in the morning? They don't give two shits who wins.
No.
They don't care. Mm-mm. So calm down. Mm-hmm. It's a middle school basketball game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's right to jump on any playing surface and attack an official at any level.
No, that's true, yeah.
But I mean, this is just bizarre.
I understand. I understand.
What the fuck is going on? So, yeah, he's been charged with assault. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with you. He should go to jail.
Well,
that's just...
he's clearly a lunatic.
Who does that? Who does this shit?
He's
but you know what? These people are our generation. You know what I mean?
I do.
God, it's something.
I love all these side stories today. That's the majority of what we have for you today. And we got some dandies, I tell you. How long have we been going, Lace? 20 what?
Is it in the bottom there?
Yeah, 26, 28.
28, I think.
I'm too old. I can't see what's going on.
Well, and we have the brightness turned right down on the computer, so it's really hard to see it. But if it goes too bright, then you guys see the reflection.
28. We got to take a break, Lacey. We're only halfway through our side stories.
Ooh, I like them, though. So.
When we come back, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we got a couple more side stories, a little bit of NFL. We'll go over the playoff picture just quick one more time. NBA update, NHL update, and that's it. Okay. That's the show. I can't believe we've been going for almost a half hour already.
I like side stories. They're my favorite.
Good Lord. Okay.
Let us know what you guys think are side stories.
Nobody will ever let you know.
No one ever lets us know anything.
No, it's our show, and we're going to do what we want anyway. So you can let us know all you like, but doesn't mean we're going to take it to heart. So.
I love them.
On that note, Lace, we'll be right back. Do you love sports? Sick of all the same mainstream sports shows? Then join us on the Chainmovers podcast. We will give you real takes without all the mainstream BS. Catch us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube Live or wherever you get your podcast content. Again, that's the Chainmovers podcast. Join us. back, Lace. We're back after that commercial break.
Hey, everyone. It's back again.
What? You got something in your eye?
Yeah.
Can we take it out with this pen?
Now do you see it?
I got a pretty steady hand.
You don't. Joe's got the shakiest hands in the world.
I should have been a surgeon.
No, you should never be a surgeon. Like, I don't even trust him to take out a sliver.
In a worst case scenario, you would take me as your surgeon.
I don't know what kind of surgery I would need that I would need you to do it. Yeah. That's more what it would be like.
It'd be more like this.
Yeah.
I'm getting some mileage out of that circus sound effect. I love it.
It is great.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, let's move over, Lace. So if you remember back to our Wednesday show, the Chicago reporter who Aaron Rodgers hurt his feelings and he would not give Aaron Rodgers his MVP vote because A-Rod's a bad guy and a jerk. Remember that? Comes out today after some severe backlash. Didn't work out. His wokeism came to bite him in the ass. Apologizing and begging that they don't strip him of his MVP voting privileges. So, apparently there's enough people out there. Well, I don't even think... I don't understand on any basis his argument.
No.
I don't care how big a pussy you are. It's about what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
And I don't care if he is a jerk. He's the best player on the field.
No, and that's what I said. I agreed that he's a jerk. But that's not what the award's for. It's not for world's nicest guy.
So he got lambasted pretty hard.
Or NFL's nicest guy. That's not what the award's for.
And now he's begging.
Strip it.
I would too. Well, okay. Like we haven't seen this before in politics where somebody gets caught, they apologize.
Oh, and
there's no repercussion. Yeah. And they just
do it again.
The next day they go around and fucking some more corruption. And then we'll just apologize if we get caught.
Right. Exactly.
If we get caught. If there's some sort of outburst, then I'll apologize and then we'll just continue on. So
yeah, something needs to start happening. Like, that guy needs to go to jail. This guy doesn't get to vote. Like, come on.
I don't
Someone
disagree.
grow some balls and start making some.
That ship has sailed.
Accountability.
And our last side story, Lace, a sad one, actually.
Oh, I hate sad ones.
This one's extremely sad. So, grade 10 hockey player in Connecticut died during a game yesterday. Collision, skate blade to the neck. Cut his neck. He died on the ice. The school was closed today due to a snowstorm, but they said it will be closed until further notice. Give everybody an opportunity to process and grieve and whatever else. So, grade 10 kid in Connecticut died on the ice. So, pretty sad.
That's horrible.
But it happens. And everybody who was in the stands said it's something you see in every game. A couple guys go down, slide into the boards or whatever. They said it was such a normal play that no one even really, didn't watch it or anything like that, right? So, it's pretty sad. Pretty sad stuff. But that's it for our side stories, Lace. That was a real treat.
All the side stories.
Really had fun with that.
Yeah, I like.
There were some dandies. You do love our side stories.
I do.
You always have. Mm-hmm. You always have, and you probably always will.
Maybe one day I'll have my own. I tried to have one time, but you.
The Brittany Mahomes one. Mm-hmm. Was it Brittany?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the times she's come on.
I think it was the first one, because then I did add that Baker Mayfield's wife.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, enough of that, Lace. Enough. Okay, so let's move over to the NFL, Lace. It is our last regular season weekend of the year. So like I said at the top of the show, enjoy it, because our blood's going to be itching looking for football. I know mine will be anyway, so.
I like how you called it the top of the show.
Well, that's what it was.
Or the beginning.
No, it's top.
That sounds British.
Hello, mate. Oi, mate.
Say at the top of the show like that.
At the top of the show.
See? Sounds British.
I can't do British. That's kind of an Australian-British mix.
I don't even know what's happening there.
Yeah, I don't know either. Enough of that.
Okay.
Okay, Lace, a little bit of side stories in the NFL specifically now.
Okay.
Jags fans planning on dressing as clowns for this Sunday game to protest Shad Khan and his inability to run an NFL franchise. The Jags are 2-14 going into this weekend. So everyone in the stands apparently going to dress like clowns to protest Shad Khan. What?
I can't get out of my head now the circus song played, and now I'm envisioning, like all these fans and juggling.
It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. Which in turn
people are so weird.
Now spurred a lawsuit against the Jags by one of their sponsors. It's a roofing company out of Jacksonville, and they're like, I don't want to be a part of this because we know what's coming. Jacksonville won't let them pull out of the sponsorship contract. It's... Oh, man. The moral of the story is life's easier when you're winning. Like, no other team goes through this bullshit. I don't even think Detroit's going through this shit. Now, there's probably no companies there with enough money to sponsor the Lions, other than, like, Ford and GM. But, yeah, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. It just never ends. Wow! Jacksonville's, like, the AB of the NFL. It's just... what the fuck is going on in Jacksonville? And I thought they were on the right path here. They got rid of Urban Meyer.
Yeah. But that was too late.
Yeah, the season was lost already by that point. And
so maybe, maybe it's too much. Like, to have a circus in the stands. I don't know.
Everyone's going to dress as a clown. I think it's going to be great. Do you think they'll televise that? Or are they just going to keep the camera on the field?
I don't know.
What's Jacksonville going to do? Like, are you going to put your non-clown fans behind the uprights for field goals, right? Because you have to
have the camera
show
there.
that, right? It's going to be interesting. That's all I know. Lace, Lamar Jackson will not play against the Steelers this weekend, which really bodes well for my upset of Pittsburgh at +5.5. Mm-hmm. Baltimore with a chance still to make the playoffs. They need an absolute miracle for it to happen. But regardless, they could still make it. But it looks like Pittsburgh may find their way into the postseason, which would be astounding.
Yeah.
Because they're not very good. So, and speaking of Pittsburgh, Deontay Johnson off the COVID list after only 1 day. 1 day on the COVID list.
Did he have COVID?
I supposedly tested positive.
For 1 day.
Vax players eligible under new return-to-play protocols. So he's asymptomatic, but tested positive.
Okay.
But he's vaccinated, so it doesn't matter for some reason. I don't care. He's back. And they need that because he's a huge part of that offense going into that game against the Ravens. Quick review on those locks and upsets, Lace. Mm-hmm. My lock, Titans -10 over the Texans. And my upset, Pittsburgh +5.5 against Baltimore. Your lock, Pats over Miami -6.5. And your upset, the Raiders +3 over the Chargers. Wow!
So did I see this right? I think I seen it on the TV. On the TV.
I seen it on that moving picture box.
Whoever wins that game is in.
That's right.
Oh, okay. I thought I seen that. I don't even know
Huge
what I was doing, and it was just like that's all that was on the screen.
Easily the biggest game of the weekend.
Yeah,
is that one. Yeah.
So it's just whoever wins is in.
That's right. Win and you're in. Unless they tie and Indy loses, and they're both in. Remember, we covered that.
Yeah. Right.
Las Vegas come out today and said we're not aiming for a tie. We're aiming for the win. So get the scenario out of everyone's head that we're gonna collude with the Chargers and tie the game.
And why would you do that?
And hope that Indy loses, right? That's a huge gamble.
Well, and stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's not smart, that's for sure. Let's look at the NFC Playoff Picture, Lace. I updated it. So Green Bay sitting at the top at 13-3. We got the Rams. If the playoffs started tomorrow, the Rams would play the Eagles. The Bucks would play the Niners, which would be a dandy, I bet. No word on
Really?
if Jimmy G's going to play this weekend. Well, Tampa's in a little bit of turmoil
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
true. Yeah, not that San Fran's good, but Tampa's not playing good.
And they're beat to shit.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys would play the Cards in a rematch from
Right.
this last weekend.
So in the hunt is
the Saints.
the Saints.
Which they can knock out
Who?
the Niners. That's the only team they can knock out.
Oh,
The
okay.
Eagles are in. They hold the tiebreaker apparently over the
7.
Saints.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so the Niners could still miss, but there's your 3 NFC West teams, right? That we talked about.
Yeah.
That we said right at the start of the year, there's going to be 3 NFC West teams, and lo and behold, there they are.
Right.
But one could still miss. So let's move over to the AFC, Lace. Titans sitting there in the first seed. What do you think of that, Lace? Been telling you all year.
Yep.
Been telling Reid, I've been telling Wheels, and I've been telling you.
And everybody listening.
And all you fine folks. Tennessee Titans would have the first round bye if the season ended this weekend. The Chiefs would play the Chargers or the Raiders. But if the playoffs ended if the season ended today, they would play the Chargers. The Bengals would play the Colts. The Bills would play the Pats, which would be an absolute dandy.
Yeah.
Pats would, they would go to Buffalo. Well, if the season ended today, they would win the AFC East. But the season has not ended. And in the hunt, we still got the Raiders, the Steelers, and the Ravens, which we've already talked about. I am not going to talk about the playoffs anymore. We've beat it to death this week. I've analyzed it. I've told you guys every possible scenario of what needs to happen and what could happen and who's in and who's out and who sits where and what seed, and you have all the information you need.
That's right.
So me sitting here
Now
beating
you know
it to death.
Who to cheer for? You know?
Yeah.
Whose players you might have to, break a leg on or...
Yeah, show up early at the stadium, run on the field, kneecap someone, run off, Tanya Harding them.
Yeah. They lose.
You win.
You may end up in jail
Maybe
watching the game.
Maybe
but...
you could hire that dad from Washington State to run on the field. As long as it's an old man, he'll hit him from behind for free, I'm sure. So that's it for NFL, Lace.
Okay.
That's it. And let's move over to the NBA. Lace, let's go through our standings and then a couple quick stories.
Okay.
In the East, we got, any guesses as to who's sitting in first?
Chicago.
The Chicago Bulls, ladies and gentlemen, still sitting in first at 25-10 mark. They've won 8 in a row, and they're playing tonight. They were winning the last I checked. You might want to pull up the NBA scoreboard here because a lot of these teams are playing tonight.
Okay.
So, and second, we got the Brooklyn Nets, 24-12. They were losing to Milwaukee last I checked.
Who are you talking about? The Nets.
The Bulls. The Bulls are in first.
Oh yeah, so they won 130 over the Wizards.
Yeah, what was the score?
130-122.
Oh, it was closer than I thought.
I got confused. But then didn't you just say the Nets and Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bucks won 121-109.
Fuck.
Okay.
Milwaukee, nice segue, Lace. They're sitting in third with now a 26-15 mark after their win tonight. So, I don't know if that will pull them. That might pull them ahead of Brooklyn. Put them in second.
It doesn't say.
No, it's not going to show you the updated standings. They don't update the standings typically till the end of the night. But regardless, in fourth we got the Miami Heat, 24-15. In fifth we got Philly, 21-16, and they've won 5 in a row. And I know Philly played tonight. Did they win?
Who are they playing?
Oh, I don't remember.
Is this today? No, that was yesterday. Today.
Philadelphia 76ers.
They won 119-100 over the Spurs.
Yes, that's the Spurs they're playing. That's right. I forgot about that. So Philly, looking good. They've won 6 in a row now.
Wow.
Change that to 6. And the Toronto Raptors, sitting in 7th, 18-17, one game over 500, and they've won 4 in a row. And I know they played Utah tonight. Did they win?
Yes. 122, 108.
Utah was beat to shit.
I was going to say, isn't that a weird win for them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Their line, well, and I, shit, the Raptors were 6.5-point favorites going into this one.
That's how beat
so
up
it's
the
like,
Jazz were.
okay, yeah. So I actually took the Raptors. I didn't take them to cover, which, what was the score?
122, 108.
No, they would have covered. So
You missed your
I didn't
parlay.
trust them enough to do. No, it doesn't matter. I took the money line.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I took the Raps.
Yeah,
so
okay.
and they've won 5 in a row now.
Well, look at them go.
19-17.
Any word on what's happening there with the COVID border, blah, blah?
No, I haven't heard nothing.
Oh, okay.
No. Let's move over to the West, Lace. The Phoenix Suns, the first team to 30 wins. Phoenix Suns, 30-8. I don't think they play tonight, do they? No, they don't.
I see nothing.
In second, we got the Golden State Warriors, Lacey, at 29-9, one game back. Third, we got the Utah Jazz, who just lost to the Raptors tonight, which is really embarrassing for them. 28-10. Fourth, we got the Memphis Grizzlies at 26-14. They've won 7 in a row. Did the Grizz play tonight? I don't think so.
I don't see them either, no.
I think they played last night. So, and in fifth, we got the Dallas Mavericks at 2018, and they've won 4 in a row. And I know Dallas is playing tonight.
That game's done too. They beat the Rockets 130 to 106.
I don't think so. But Doncic was out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ankle. He's having a string of bad luck.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe played 10 or 12 games this year.
Really?
Yeah. Porzingis is out. So the Mavs do have a little depth going there because, I mean, the Rockets are bad, yes. But when you're missing those two guys,
right,
and you can still pump them by 25 points, okay.
Yeah.
We still got a pretty good team here. So
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson's been very good for them. When Doncic is out, Brunson starts at the point. He's played extremely well. Yeah, they got a little bit of depth. And Lace, this is going to make you very, very excited.
I know what it is then.
What?
Is Kawhi back?
He's going to return sooner than later.
Yay!
Sooner than later. Kawhi been out since last year. He tore his ACL in the playoffs. Will be back sooner than later. That's all they're saying. Extremely good chance he'll be back this season.
Oh, that's exciting.
So, well, yeah, it's especially exciting if you're a Clipper fan because they're not looking so good right now.
No.
So, they play tonight?
No, I just looked at their game last night.
Yeah, who pumped them last night?
Suns,
Yeah.
106 to 89.
Oof. Oof.
That's not good.
Not good at all. And the head coach of the Celtics, I told you we'd come back to the Knicks-Celtics game and the Celtics in general. Celtics have a new head coach this year. Brad Stevens moved up to, I believe, president. And Ime Udoka is the coach of the Celtics. He ripped the Celtics last night for their lack of toughness. No team has blown more fourth quarter leads this year than the Celtics. The Celtics never had this problem last year. I'll give you my opinion on the Celtics this year. Blew that 25-point lead to the Knicks. The Celtics pretty much rolled out the exact same roster as they did last year, minus Kemba.
Okay.
And minus Al Horford. Okay?
Okay. Kemba, I knew. I don't know the other guy.
You know Al. Big Al Horford, center. Regardless. So, what's changed? No Kemba. Well, I know Kemba's not going to carry your team. He's just not that good anymore. I mean, he could barely make the rotation in New York for the Knicks. Ime, have a look in the mirror, and you might be the problem.
Right.
This is the same roster last year that finished
Yeah, they were really good.
third or fourth in the East.
Yeah.
So what changed?
Yeah.
Brad Stevens isn't there. Brad Stevens is a great coach.
Yeah.
I like Brad Stevens. I'm not a huge Celtics guy. But you can point the finger at your guys all you want.
Yeah.
This is your first head coaching gig. You better start owning up to some shit because that locker room's going to turn on you real fast.
Yeah.
It's easy to point your finger at the guys on the floor. It always is. But any coach worth his weight will shoulder a lot of the blame and take the pressure off his guys on the floor, especially when they're struggling. So, I don't know. Marcus Smart called the team out. early on in the season when they were struggling. They turned it around for that 6 or 7 game stretch. And now all of a sudden we're back to what we were in the first, 10 games of the year, right? So, yeah, I'm not a fan of a coach who just is so ready to throw his guys under the bus like that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're not as good a coach as you think you are.
Right.
Heaven forbid. Happens to a lot of guys. Look at Urban Meyer. Pretty successful at the collegiate level. Can't coach worth a shit in the NFL. So, that's my take on the Celtics. And I'd be surprised if this guy makes the season. I don't think he should. Honestly.
Wow.
I don't think he should. I have very little respect for coaches that throw their guys under the bus like that. So you're going to sit there and tell me that a roster that has Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Dennis Schroeder, Roy Williams can't go out there and win every night. That's what you're telling me. And it's
and that they're not trying.
Right. And it's their fault that they blew a 25-point lead. That's a young team. And guess what? They need someone there that can calm them down. Why do you think Phoenix has won 30 games already? That's a young roster with the exception of CP3.
Right.
But that's what CP3 brings to the table.
Right.
Now, you don't have Chris Paul. So you're the guy.
Right.
That has to, in the fourth quarter, they're a horrible fourth quarter team. So when that fourth quarter starts, you need to change the mindset of these guys because clearly their ass cheeks are clenched. Even if they're up by 25, right? Nonetheless, if they're down by 4,
right?
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like how someone's just going to come out and fucking steamroll their own guys. I think it's bullshit. So, what do you think of that?
I like that you think that. I like that you think it's bullshit.
There you go. Ime Udoka, you're going to get fired. He should. Maybe not yet, but
you're fired.
There it is. They're not going to fire him, but I think Brad Stevens needs to have a little heart-to-heart with his head coach and say, "Hey, bud, maybe quit throwing your guys under every fucking bus that rolls by." Okay? Let's try and
that's not going to help.
Let's try and own a little bit on the management because that's the biggest shift that's happened in Boston this year.
Right.
So it's like, after you get done working on a vehicle and something doesn't work, it's probably the last thing you fucked with. Check that.
Yeah, absolutely. It always is, yeah.
99.9% of the time, it's the thing you fucked with last. So check that and then go from there.
Guess what? Last thing you fucked with was the coach.
I don't know.
Check there.
Okay, let's move over to the NHL, Lacey.
You don't want to know about the games going on right now?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay. NHL time.
NHL time.
Hockey time.
The Atlantic, Lace. The Tampa Bay Lightning sitting there in first at 23-8-5. Second, we got the Florida Panthers, 22-7-5. And third, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs at 22-8-2. They've won 4 in a row. Trying not to yawn?
No.
Huh? I see your lips all pursed. And in 7th, we got the Ottawa Senators at 9-18-2. And in 8th, we got the Montreal Canadiens at 7-23-4.
Maybe Montreal would be better if the other team's coaches were suspended because they getting beat too bad.
There you go. That's a Canadian thing to do. Let's pull a page out of the high school girls playbook. And they're beating up on us too bad, so suspend the other players. Fuck, I don't even think that would help Montreal. Moving over to the Metro Lace, we got the Washington Capitals sitting there in first at 26-8. That's 26-8, not 26-8.
Yeah.
20-6-8. 20 wins, 6 losses, 8 overtime losses. Got it?
Thanks for clearing that up.
You're welcome. In second, we got the New York Rangers at 22-9-4. And in third, we got the Carolina Hurricanes.
Oh, we just did it again. You didn't quite do it, so you didn't.
Well, let's get that in there. Fucking circus I'm running here.
Doesn't even know what sport we're talking
I'm
about.
the ringmaster. Yeah, the Carolina Hurricanes 23-7-1, and they've won 4 in a row. So congratulations to the Carolina Hurricanes. It's been so long since
And you're so proud of yourself every time you don't.
And I vowed I wouldn't screw it up again.
And you didn't totally.
Half.
Yeah,
And then in fourth, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins, Lacey, at 28-5. They've won 10 straight games.
Holy shit.
What do you think of that?
That's good.
That's very impressive.
That is impressive.
Very, very impressive.
Good job, guys.
So how bad were the Pens prior to this that they've won 10 in a row and they're still in fourth?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I never really thought
They
about
had
that.
a rough start to their
Yeah,
season.
clearly.
Well, they didn't have Crosby. Malkin's out for a long time. Like, they were banged up and beat up. But
How
they
old are those
are
guys?
making waves. I believe Sid's 32 now. Yeah, he'd be around there,
And Malkin's
31,
about the same
32.
age, isn't he?
I'm trying to think of when they drafted Malkin. Yeah, he'd be right. They're probably within a year of each other.
I was going to say, I think they've always played together, haven't they?
Yeah, Sid might have been there first, and then
And then
Malkin.
Malkin?
Yeah, so.
Like, I don't remember one without the other.
Wow. And with the amount of hockey you watch,
Right.
you would remember that.
I would know. That's what goes on in my head when we do watch hockey.
It's just the monkey hitting the cymbals together. Okay, in the Central, we got the Nashville Predators sitting there at first at 22-11-2. Second, we got the St. Louis Blues at 19-10-5. And third, we got the Colorado Avalanche at 28-2. Colorado starting to find their stride here. And in fifth, we got the Winnipeg Jets at 16-12-5. Jets won't make the playoffs. Sticking by that statement. They will not. And in the Pacific, we got the Vegas Golden Knights in first at 23-13-1. Second, we got the Anaheim Ducks.
Those pesky ducks.
That's right, Lacey. Those pesky Ducks at 18-11-7. And third, we got the Calgary Flames at 17-9-6. Fourth, we got the Edmonton Oilers at 18-14-2, and they've lost 5 in a row. Guess who's coming up behind them?
Oh,
Seventh, we got the Canucks at 16-15-3. What do you think of that?
that's good.
It's excellent.
Seventh, you said?
Yeah, but that 4th to 7th is like
Close?
literally like 2 or 3 points.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
I can't wait. The first day the Canucks move ahead of the Oilers in the standings, our social media is going to be plastered with pictures of the standings. You'll see. So that's it, Lace. That's it. That's all I got for our Friday night.
All right.
Anything you want to touch on? Let me guess. No.
No.
No, didn't think so.
We had a friend today, though. We didn't talk about that.
Our moose friend.
Yeah, our moose friend was back.
There's a moose living in our yard. We're very close to her today.
She's a big girl.
About,
Hefty gal.
I don't know, what were we, 40 feet from her?
Yeah.
Talking, laughing, like I was
Like-
not whispering one bit.
Well, I actually yelled.
She didn't even look at us.
Whistled at her because she's eating her stupid trees.
Eating her golden willows.
I don't want her to do that.
There's
so
plenty there for her. Just leave her be.
I just want her to go away.
Let's fatten her up for the kill.
Oh, we could do that. So I said, but there's a little sump out there in the trees. She was like, she had to have stepped over it.
Well, it looked like she kind of went down the one time.
Oh, did
so
it?
she might have found it. I don't know.
Anyway, I was there's a small part of me that was hoping she would step in there, break a leg, and we'd have to put her out of her misery, but
Then we got moose meat.
yeah,
Moose meat for days.
so good. Anyway, she didn't. She's still up there. But yeah, I was yelling at her. I was whistling. Like, she didn't even look at me. Just didn't care.
Lacey was out there.
Juggling.
All right, Lacey, enough of that. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're here all the time.
Yeah, I don't think I have to say thanks for having me anymore.
Well, it's appropriate.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
to all you, thank you for making us a part of your day. And enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. This is our last NFL regular season weekend. I'm not shitting you. Enjoy it. Take it all in.
Pit in
Pit
on
in Sunday. It's going to be cold. I know it's going to be cold here.
Yeah.
And
Grab some snacks, finger food, and just
enjoy it.
Sweatpants and football.
Because like I said, in 8 weeks, you're going to be like a crack addict looking for a football game.
Truth.
I know I will be. You know, crack addicts always scratch.
Oh,
because their blood's itchy, you know?
Yeah. Is that what's going on?
With what?
They think that their blood's itchy?
It feels itchy. Yeah, supposedly. I don't know. I've never been addicted to crack, but...
Or withdrawn from it.
Maybe we can chronicle... Maybe I'll become a crack addict and we can chronicle it on the show.
That sounds like a great idea.
People can watch my descent.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Super.
Okay, on that note, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Stay safe. Stay warm. And we will be back with you Monday. And on that note, we're out.